Here's a guide to help you install your rear swivel wheel conversion kit. Having purchased the rear swivel wheel kit, you'll receive the following components: the steel framework, 2 rear swivel wheels, an extension frame for the extreme carp porter. This is not required if you're using a Mark 8. 2 locking pins, an accessory bag containing nuts, bolts and washers, our specifically designed jig, 2 drill bits and spare cable ties. Tools required but not supplied are a 4mm Allen key, a Phillips screwdriver, a size 10 spanner, 2 size 19 spanners or adjustable spanners, cable tie cutters, and if you're fitting on the Mark 8, a drill. In this video you will begin with the Extreme model. There are a few additional steps required for the Mark 8, however once those are completed, both models follow the same installation process. Extreme installation. Start by assembling the extension frame and locating it into the handlebar slots. Once in position, tighten the front thumb screws securely. Rotate the barrow so the wheel is off the ground and remove the standard rear leg assembly. Take the new steel framework supplied with the kit, release the pin and align it with the extension holes in the barrow frame. Insert the supplied nuts, bolts and washers, but do not fully tighten at this stage. Next, take the rear swivel wheels along with the supplied nuts, bolts and washers. Insert the bolts through the designated holes and into the framework. Fit the washers and nuts, then tighten securely. Now install the locking pins by locating them into their designated holes. Ensure each pin is fully engaged and position it at 90 degrees. Fit the washers and nuts, then tighten securely using your size 19 spanners or adjustable spanners. The wheel should now lock as demonstrated. Rotate the barrow back into its upright position and fit the supplied bolt caps. Locate the locking pin into its position to help you align the rear legs with the extension frame. Once the pre-drilled holes line up the threaded section, insert the supplied rubber washers between the 2 pieces of material. Insert the bolts and washers from above and tighten securely using a Phillips screwdriver. Finally, fully tighten all fixings. For this step, you will need a 4mm Allen key and size 10 spanner. You can now reinstall your luggage, sidebars, front bar and handles. If you are using a power porter, you may need to reroute the wiring to allow the cables to reach. Use the supplied cable ties and your cutters to secure the wiring neatly. Mark 8 installation. For the Mark 8 model, the supplied extension frame is not required, as the barrow frame is already long enough. Remove the original rear leg assembly as shown previously on the Extreme. Align the new steel framework with the existing holes. Insert the supplied nuts, bolts and washers. Align the new legs with the frame and tighten securely. Then rotate the barrow frame. This is where you will need the supplied drill bits, jig and your drill. Ensure the 2 sections of frame are flush. Insert the jig as shown, applying thumb pressure to the rear of the jig to hold firmly in place. Using the smaller drill bit, drill a pilot hole through only the first layer of material. Repeat this on the left and right side. Once completed, switch to the larger drill bit and enlarge the pilot hole, again drilling through the first layer only. Invert the jig and repeat this process. This allows you to accurately mark and align the hole to the second layer of material. Once complete on both sides, flip the barrow frame over and using the larger drill bit, enlarge the pilot holes. Return the barrow to the upright position as with the Extreme model. Insert the supplied rubber washers between the 2 sections of material, then securing using the supplied bolts and washers, tighten with a Phillips screwdriver. Finally, tighten the bolts near the locking pin using your size 10 spanner and 4mm Allen key. At this stage, you can install the swivel wheels and locking pins exactly as demonstrated on the Extreme model. Your rear swivel wheel conversion kit is now ready to use. For further information on this product, visit carp-porter.com.